This chicken has pretty decent amount of fat. Now you can take some of it off, you can leave it all on. These are boneless, skinless. When you are using skin on, you're not taking any of the fat off. If you wanna make it a little bit more healthy, you can try to remove some of this fat here. So if you have a really big piece like this, you can cut it in half to portion it. So what I'm doing is I'm spreading everything out on this cutting board. I'm gonna go wash my hands completely, and then we're gonna get salt and pepper on both sides. Keep a clean hand and have a dirty hand so you can do your flip and you don't have to go back and wash. So both hands are clean right now. Let's make one hand dirty and let's save the other hand. Okay, salt on the other side and pepper on the other side. Chicken's well seasoned now. I'm gonna put it off in a plate and I'm gonna clean my cutting board to move on to the next step. This is fennel. Often when you buy fennel, this end here, it will still be there. It'll be longer. And sometimes, you know, for packaging and whatnot, they'll cut them off. So this has been cut off. And then you have these things here called the fronds. So right here's the frond. And this is edible. The whole entire fennel plant is edible. You do want to kind of shave the bottom here and shave it a little bit before you start cooking it because it could be a little tough. I have a vegetable peeler here and we're gonna peel it. You don't have to go all the way to the top. If you just do kind of the bottom here, this is normally sufficient. And I take a little cut, okay? And then this you can discard, even though everything really on here is edible. But this will be harder, the inside the core. And this core right here, you can remove. If you comment and you say it's edible, of course it's edible. We're gonna use these for roasting too, so just put them off to the side. It doesn't matter which way you cut this because this is all gonna get roasted. I don't want to go too thin on this because this is going to be in the oven for about an hour braising with the chicken. Kind of looks like celery, but it definitely doesn't taste like celery. So here's all my fennel. It's a bunch. I'd say it's about maybe 4 cups worth. Use as much as you like or as little as you want. It doesn't matter if you don't have the exact amount that I'm using. The recipe is going to be fine. It will. We have 2 onions. Try to not cry when you're using onions, but I'm already past the point. Kind of like that. Okay, that's how much onion. All right, I somewhat recovered from the onions, but not completely. So I'm gonna take about 4 or 5 cloves of garlic. Hey, guess what? If you want more garlic, use more garlic. There's nothing more I dislike than when somebody's like, you use too much garlic. Just don't follow the recipe then, you know? Or take out the garlic or go use Gordon Ramsay's recipe, you know? To take garlic easily out, you just put it right here and then you do one of those. And then the skin will pop right off. Now you can leave these cloves whole in it or you can slice them up. I'm just gonna do a little slice. It doesn't have to be thin or anything like that. I'm using a stainless. You don't have to heat this up that much at all. You don't have to use a stainless pan. You can use a hard anodized, which would work well. That's like the coating on top of aluminum. Cast iron would be great too. Here's the chicken. As I'm waiting, you can see how much liquid has accumulated in here. If you want a good sear now, you want to dry it off. Okay, it's dried off. I'm putting it in my pan away from me so it doesn't hit me in the face. And I'm just prepping another batch right over here. See? So I have it patted dry, then I pull it back, take it, and I can get it right in here and make it get a good sear. I should let it go longer, but since I got 3 batches of chicken to do here, I wanted to go quick. But yeah, give it maybe a little bit longer. It'll come off the pan better than that. And I'm just adding the fennel in, and we're gonna let this cook just for a couple minutes, just to coat it. All right, once they get cooked, not even cooked, just touched with the oil, add in the onion and the garlic. I'm gonna put a little bit of salt and pepper on, about a half a teaspoon of salt to start. Okay, I'm gonna turn my heat up and we're gonna put some wine in, about a half a cup of white wine. This is Sauvignon Blanc, Chardonnay, Pinot Grigio, anything would be fine. Don't stick your head over it and pour. Gonna let this cook for about 5 minutes and then we're almost up to the oven step. I have this big pan here. Whatever type of pan you use, baking dish, whatever, just make sure it's big enough to fit your 4 pounds of chicken, all the fennel, and the tomatoes. Like that. Basically, you want to remove the flavor, the flavor from the chicken by deglazing with the wine. So that's good. Cooked for about 5 minutes. We're gonna cook this all in the oven. So turn it off. And just put a lot down there. 4 tablespoons, 5 tablespoons, 6 tablespoons. And I'm just gonna wipe it all. This is stainless here. This is just a pan I just got. We just got this at Marshall's, I think, or Home Goods. All-clad, it's the only all-clad piece of kitchen equipment I've ever bought, because normally they're like $400. This was $30, I think my wife got it for. So I was like, yeah, great. And I know you guys know, the ones who know cooking, you know the stuff I use. I'm cooking on a $40 burner here, and my knives are all Mercer. Those are all $20 knives, or 10. Here's all our fennel. Let's get it all in there. So I have 32 ounces of tomatoes right here, 2 pints. And just try to kind of evenly distribute them, but it doesn't matter if you don't. It really doesn't. And here's our seared chicken. I put some of it in the broiler. It doesn't matter. Nobody's gonna know. I had to speed it up. I couldn't sear all that in the pan because I gotta make another video after this. I'm making a chicken mushroom cream sauce with spinach. Maybe that'll be up before this, maybe it'll be up after. I hope you're making this food for somebody you love, somebody who's a good friend of yours, whatever, because, or maybe just for yourself if you're in the mood, but most of the food you see that I make, I'm making big portions. But just feel free to make it a lot smaller if you need to. All right, so now try to nestle this chicken in here, kind of like push it down, get the tomatoes and the fennel and everything around it. This is some of the chicken juice, get it all in there. Here, these are the fronds. They look like dill. They don't taste like dill at all. We salted and peppered it very well. We salted the fennel as well. I think there's enough salt on here. I hope there's enough salt. Got a lot of olive oil on the bottom. I'm gonna drizzle a little bit on top. All right, we're gonna braise this in the oven at 325 degrees until the chicken is very tender. 165 degrees is done for chicken. This could go 45 minutes to an hour is gonna be a really good time for boneless, skinless chicken thighs. Let me tell you, that fennel smells so good. You can hit the broiler up right at the end if you want to crisp up that chicken a little bit more. Let's take 2 forks right now and see how our chicken is. Okay, look at this. See how it's like pulling apart? Now, if you want it to pull apart even more, put it in the oven for another 10 to 15 minutes. It's gonna be fine. The juice from the tomatoes, look at how much juice accumulated here. Look at all that juice. Oh man, this is so good. This is such a great dish, guys. Make some rice, serve all that juice, that delicious fennel, chicken, and tomato juice on top of it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.